That the majority leader, Mahama Yariga, says the Mahama administration will not yield to mounting pressure to restore the previous producer price of cocoa. According to him, although a commitment was made to substantially increase the cocoa producer price, current resource constraints make it impossible to fully deliver on that promise at this time. Now, speaking on the floor of Parliament, Ayariga says cocoa farmers are appreciative of the reforms being rolled out in the cocoa sector. ChannelOne News' Niaikwe Okai reports.
Some cocoa farmers in the Western North region on Thursday demonstrated against the reduction of the producer price of cocoa, appealing to the government to restore the previous price of 3,600 Ghana cedis. Reacting to the development on the floor of Parliament, the majority leader, Mahama Ayariga, questioned the motive behind the demonstration.
Just because you think that cocoa politics is what can help your party, I can assure you that the demonstrators, we know who they are. We know who they are. We know who the demonstrators are. We know who the demonstrators are. And we know their real motivation. We know their real motivation for demonstrating. And we know that genuine cocoa farmers know that there is a world crisis. And that world crisis is definitely going to affect their bottom line, which is the income that they will earn from the cocoa sector.
He added that the government will not yield to pressure to restore the producer price of cocoa.
You cannot give what you don't have, even if you promised it. Even if you promised it, you cannot give what you don't have, because what you are proposing is what you did, and you collapsed the economy of Ghana. You put cocoa board in debt over 36 billion Ghana cedis. Over 36 billion Ghana cedis in terms of the debt that you push cocoa board into. All of that is the cocoa farmers' money. So we are not going to pander to those sentiments. The practical problem is there. The farmer appreciates it, and I can assure you that the farmer appreciates the solution proposed by government.
The majority leader also announced on the floor of Parliament that President John Mahama will present the State of the Nation address to Parliament on February 27, 2026.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic, is scheduled to deliver a message on the State of the Nation on Friday, 27 February 2026 at 10 a.m. in accordance with Article 67 of the Constitution.
The Minority Chief Whip Frank Anadompre expressed dissatisfaction over what he describes as the continuous absence of ministers to answer questions on the floor of Parliament.
We have close to 300 questions that are lacking behind. We can't answer them. Some of them are out of their usefulness. This is the Parliament of Ghana. Our oversight cannot be undermined. I insist, from henceforth, when the questions go through the process and then they are adopted, business statements adopted, same must be communicated to the ministers. Where the ministers cannot show up, they must write formally to Parliament. We cannot be treating the minister with kid gloves. As and when they wish. When I'm available, I will come. When I'm not available, I will not come. It's worrying. Last sitting, we received over 20 letters of one reason or the other. I cannot come. I'm attending conference here and there. I'm doing this. What is that? This is Parliament.
I can assure you that no matter what you do, President John Dramani Mahama will not increase the number of ministers. We will not increase the number of ministers. If you think by inundating ministers with questions, they will be forced to increase the number of ministers so that we will fail on our political promise, we will not do that.
Reporting for ChannelOne News from Parliament, Ni Ayukwe Okai.